insulated bags? Are you using your insulated bags? If you're not using your insulated bags, you're doing yourself a disservice. Be honest. You're killing your tips. That means if you don't care about tips, then don't complain about an hourly wage. Don't complain about none of that. We're providing a service, and you need to be trying to provide the best service possible. Once you provide the best service, the money comes. I'm not making this up. The money comes. I get paid all the time. Mostly tips. But from providing the best service possible. So, please, I'm going to tell y'all right now, please use the insulated bags, please. You don't want anybody to get sick or any of that, but just, it's the presentation. When you bring somebody their stuff and you open up the bag, they appreciate it. I'm telling you, they do. Use the bags. You want to get big orders, you want to get a lot of orders, Instacart knows who to send for things. Trust me. They know who to give orders to. And I'm going to tell you a perfect example how they know. Everybody here, and if you had a different experience, in the comment section, I want you to type out your experience. But I'm going to tell you what most people experience when they begin with Instacart. You start off, usually only get a small batch. 10 to 15 items, maybe. And they'll do that a couple of times. And then they'll throw one in. And then every once in a while, they'll put two together when you first start, because they testing your waters. They testing the waters to see what you can handle. Nobody gets Instacart, and then when they start, they get all these big orders. I see it all the time. I see people that just started Instacart that are working out of the area that I prefer to work in, and I welcome them to the area. I love to see people getting money. There's enough money for everybody, trust me. But they're frustrated. I've seen just the other day, there was a lady. She was sitting in. We have a delivery only at this location, so that means you come in and just deliver. You can also shop here, but a lot of them are delivery only as of the last 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, basically the other day, I had a situation where I walked in, picked up a couple of orders. I left out. I came back to pick up some more orders. There was 2 ladies standing there, and they were speaking to each other, and they were asking me, like, you picking up another order already? And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting 2 orders. Like, wow, I've been standing here for over an hour in the same spot, and I have not received any orders. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry about it. You know, it may be a little slow or something like that. They was like, well, if it's slow, how do you keep getting orders? And I'm standing here at the store. And I'm like, well, I'm not really sure how that works. And this is what I told her. I said, but more than likely, I said, how long have you been doing this? She said, this is my first day. I said, well, just be a little patient. Just give it a little patience. She was like, but I got all of these hours, and I thought it was just going to be so busy. I said, relax. Just be patient. You're going to get some orders. You won't get as many orders. They already had like 7 or 8 Instacart shoppers, deliverers already working in this area. She just started. Obviously, they're not going to just throw all of the orders to her. Not because they don't want her to get orders. It's because they don't want to overwhelm you when you first start. They don't want to get you. This shopping, like Instacart shopping, people who do this, they know it can be frustrating. It seems like a cool job, but sometimes you can get in the store and you're looking at the time and you're looking at some of the items they don't have them or something. It's not, you don't get a lot of help from shopper friendly. I mean, what can they do if something's not in the store? So it can be frustrating, you know what I'm saying? So what they do is they try not to do that like when you first start. And I know, because when I started, I was getting those little dumb little orders too. I was like, man, this ain't worth nothing. I only made $15, or I only made, but soon after, trust me, hang in there. If you start Instacart, just hang in there. It's just it's not even a trial period. It's just like them first few batches, it seems like they're trying to fill you out to see what you can handle. That's all. And I think pretty much once you in there, once you got some type of rhythm about what you're doing, immediately, you'll be right in with everybody else. I don't think I wouldn't imagine that there's any type of favoritism involved or anything. I think it's just based on location and the capability. And what I mean by that is, some of y'all might have registered your cars or just your license and signed up with Instacart. Well, obviously, if you drive a smaller vehicle, you're not going to be able to fit the amount of orders that I can probably fit in my vehicle, or somebody who drives an SUV or some vehicle like this. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind when you're driving what delivery vehicle you choose to use for delivery. And I know I'm just throwing a lot of different information at you, but I just really wanted to talk about that, and I really wanted to let you know that sometimes as a beginner, you just got to go through being a beginner. That's all. And if you look at other people's Instacart videos, you'll find out. Because I did the same thing. I was like, man, this is crazy. But then I started looking at other videos, and I started realizing that it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was. That's just, part of the process. A little patience. Be right with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm getting ready to get my shift started, man. I just wanted to start it off like this. You feel what I'm saying? It's your boy. And we finna get to it.